Hello one and all, and welcome back to yet another movie review. And this time I shall be reviewing the 2006 film directed by M. Night Shyamalan, and that is Lady in the Water. Yeah, and this is where M. Night Shyamalan, in most people's point of view, starts to slip from directing as a director with movies. And I'm just gonna say, guys, I'm not gonna explain the plot just in case you haven't seen it. Even I'm not the best person to do it because I am lazy. But basically, after 4 films, if you don't want to count Wide Awake or Praying with Anger, so coming after Sixth Sense, Unbreakable Signs, and The Village, all by the same company, then you have Warner Bros. That do Lady in the Water. Shyamalan starts to slip his directing skills. And although I don't hate The Village, I think it's got great ideas. I mean, Roger Deakins shot that movie, for God's sake. I mean, I love Sixth Sense and Unbreakable. Signs I do like quite a bit. I do think it's a bit overrated. But it's got good stuff in there, though. Just don't find that amazing. Like some people would like say Stuckman. The Village is alright, though. Well, this movie, though, Lady in the Water, it's pretty below average to me, to say the least. Not a good movie, to say the least. Now, like, I've looked at this film for flaws, and it is definitely not the worst Shyamalan film, despite what some people think. I mean, one of the best things about the Shyamalan films is that M. Night Shyamalan has made a cameo in most of his movies, pretty much almost all of his movies. With this film, he had sort of a role more than any of his other films. In this film, he plays Vic Ran, and then you have who I think M. Night Shyamalan is actually pretty good in the movie. I mean, he's one of the only good things about it, I think. You know, as I said, it's one of the best things about the Shyamalan films is that he has a cameo in his movies. And here he has a pretty fine role, I guess. But I'll give the obvious concept out of the way. The movie looks great to look. It's nice to look at the movie, I would say. And you know, Lady in the Water, it's an interesting concept if it was done better. I mean, the movie looks great. It's well shot and all. And James Newton Howard composes it pretty well, I would say. And I think it's a pretty good score that he's done. Bryce Dallas Howard, who plays Story, I am looking forward to seeing her direct some more Star Wars, depending how many episodes she makes. It's probably 1 per season she makes for Mandalorian, but I look forward to seeing what she does along with Carl Weathers. In here, though, with Bryce Dallas Howard, she's not very good as Story. Yeah, that's her character story. She's basically the lady from the war in Cleveland. You know? And you also have Bob Balaban, if that's how you say his name. I can't say his name correctly. I believe that's him who's like the critic. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I do forget, honestly. But there is the critic out there who's the complete opposite as a character in this movie, you know, hates movies and gets killed brutally. Which is a spoiler, so yeah. And I really don't know what else to say about this movie, honestly. I've only seen this once. I watched it online. I could not find it anywhere. Unfortunately, couldn't find it on any streaming server. So, I mean, if it was by the same company as the first 4 movies of Shyamalan, then hey, it could possibly be on Disney Plus. But with all that being said, guys, Lady in the Water is not a good movie. It has some good things, but also some bad stuff. Mostly, you know, is it his worst film? Absolutely not. It is not his worst film. The movie really struggles with the script, and what is the worst part about the movie, without a doubt, is the fact that you just don't get to see the actual world of the water itself. You know, the character of Bryce Dallas Howard's character's story is from. You really don't get to see it in the movie, do you? Like, that would have been so much better. And hey, Jeffrey Wright is in the movie, and he's likable in most things, but, you know. So overall, guys, this movie is pretty low ranked on many people's M. Night Shyamalan films list. But from my point of view, it's not his worst film. I mean, look at The Last Airbender and The Happening, even though The Happening is laughably bad. A guilty pleasure for some, which I've come to see that myself. But Lady in the Water ain't good. Sorry. But there you go, guys. That was my quick review on Lady in the Water. I know I didn't say a lot in this movie, but it's quite a hard movie to identify. And thankfully, whenever I review After Earth, thankfully, I will have no more Shyamalan reviews. Because if his next film, Cabin, whatever it's called, M. Night Shyamalan, new movie, I'm so stupid, I'm sorry, but Knock at the Cabin. If it's good, I'll review it. If it's not good, I'll not review it. Because as I say, guys, I don't cover negativity on this channel anymore. When it comes to older movies, I'll possibly try and do that. But we'll see what happens from there. But as I said, guys, I do have one more M. Night Shyamalan review, and that is going to be After Earth. So look out for that. And as always, guys, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, share this video, and notify that bell before you leave. And as always, until my next video, I shall see you then, and peace.